Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenz, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I am here to tell you how many days to stay in Orlando and how many days to stay in Miami, how to organize your trip. This is a doubt that everyone has because most of the tourists that travel for the first time to Florida want to take the opportunity to visit both cities, which are close by car, less than 4 hours away. So this is a very common question. We'll give you tips here in a very quick, useful and non-binding way, guys. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel because that helps us a lot, and that's it, buckle up! Well, we decided to make this video because we get this question a lot, both on the blog, on social networks, and on YouTube, and people have this doubt a lot, how many days to set aside for each destination. Logically, it varies a lot. There's no way because each one has a different taste. There are people who like the beach more, the excitement, so they want to stay longer in Miami. There are people who like the parks a lot, so they want to stay more in Orlando, so it varies a lot according to each one's taste, but we'll try to give you some guidelines, some tips. Talking about ideal time, let's suppose you have a calm vacation availability, you have some money saved up to make the trip, you don't have any limitations, nothing. The ideal recommendation, the minimum that we talk about for each city would be 5 days for Miami and 7 days for Orlando. This is the time you would be able to have a very good trip, making good use of each destination. Of course, even so, if you want to stay 15 days in Miami, there would be plenty of things to do. In a fortnight in Orlando, you would also have something to do, but we are focusing on the main tourist attractions. So we're gonna use it as a guideline, but in theory it varies a lot. Miami is a city that has many beautiful beaches, but you have to set aside at least a couple of days to visit a couple of different ones. The most beautiful beaches are more distant, so you spend a little bit more to get to them. It's about an hour by car, sometimes 40 minutes, but you end up spending a whole afternoon, a little bit more time, so you have to reserve a couple of days for the beaches. At night you can go to Ocean Drive, get to know a little bit of this tourist spot that's very cool, very famous, the Miami nightlife. Of course, Miami is one of the coolest places for shopping. One day at least you have to reserve for shopping in the malls and the outlets. If you want to visit the Sawgrass Mills outlet, that's one of the biggest in the world, the biggest in Florida, you have to reserve 1 day of your itinerary just for that because it's far away. It's more than 1 hour away and it's gigantic. There's no point in wanting to do it in half a day, in the afternoon or in the morning. No, you will be spending the whole day there. Believe me, we went through this. We left with the doors closing. It's a very big and absurd business, so you have to think about it. We think it's good to divide in 2 days of beach, 2 days of shopping, and 1 day to visit some other tourist attraction. Winewood is sensational. It's a place for artistic things with many galleries, famous painted walls, downtown area, so you can do a kind of a tour around all the main tourist points. And if you have more time to stay in Miami, there are more things to see, more beaches, more shopping, more cool areas, but these are the main ones. And then Orlando. Orlando is a place that has a lot of things, one of the places in the world that we think has the most things to do. We love this place. Our project in life, which is very close to becoming a reality, is to move there. So we have been there many times, and even so we have not been able to see everything. There are still things we don't know. The main thing for those who never went to Orlando and want to go there, we think that at least 7 days is the ideal time. If you're short time, you will have 1 week of travel. Our tip, try to choose only Orlando or only Miami. It's too busy to do both. If you have more than 9-10 days, it's already worth it. If you separate the trip a little bit with these 2 destinations, it's gonna be good, but 7 days, it's what we recommend for Orlando. Oh, and people, any questions you may have, even related to this subject or any other of your trips, send us a message and we'll help you, no problem. Send us a message on social networks, that's even easier. Add us on Instagram at @Lorenzi, send us a direct message, anything that we really help you, we really answer, and follow us there. We are always traveling the world, sharing travel tips in a very cool way, and the routine with our daughter, which is a blast. You're going to love it. And in Orlando, you have to go. If you're crazy about parks and Disney, you have to visit the 4 Disney parks, which are the main ones there. And you will also have to know the 2 Universal parks. The 6 make up the 6 most famous and main parks you have to visit. To visit all of them, it takes 6 days. Each park is 1 day. You cannot visit more than 1 park in the same day because they are huge. The Magic Kingdom, which is Disney's main park, you would need 2 days to try to see everything. So it would already be 6 days only of the parks. Then you have to see if you want to see all the main ones, if you have 6 days just for the parks, and it's logical that you have to alternate some days to rest, to shop, to recover, because it's very tiring, and to see some other things. But the focus in Orlando are the parks, and some of the malls and outlets are very nice. But if you're going to Miami, our recommendation is enjoy more in Miami, this part that's more focused on shopping. There are much nicer places there. Orlando is also great for shopping, but Orlando has parks that take up a lot of time, so leave Orlando only for the amusement parks, and then you go shopping at Melania, Florida Mall, which are very nice malls nearby. But the focus, really try to direct it to the parks. If you don't want to visit so many parks, a very nice itinerary we give is to visit 2 Disney parks. The Magic Kingdom, you have to visit it, there's no way. It's one of the Cinderella's castle, the fireworks show, the Disney Magic. It's the main Disney park in the world. Then the second one you choose. Disney has 3, you can choose by type, it depends on your taste too. If you're into Star Wars, go to Hollywood Studios, which is sensational. They have a new thematic area there that's practically a new park just for Star Wars, so it's very worthwhile. And there is Epcot, which is very cool, adults like it a lot. And then there is Animal Kingdom, which is animal. It's a safari park, but it mixes all the magic of Disney, so you get to know 2 Disney parks and 2 Universal parks. The 2 Universal parks are incredible and well worth visiting. They have more roller coasters, extreme simulators, and it's some more fun this way than the Disney ones. The Disney ones are more magic. Disney World, which are also sensational, there's no way to say which is better, of course, it's a matter of taste. And the ones at Universal are a little more radical. They are more for those teenagers, like them a lot, so if you know 2 of each, that's more than enough. And then there are the cool entertainment areas. Disney has Disney Springs, which is an area with only restaurants, stores, shows, live music. It's a nice area to go at night and walk around, eat somewhere, do some shopping. Then reserve 1 night for there, 1 night for Universal City Walk, which is also the same scheme but in the Universal part. And then if you want more parks, there's SeaWorld, there's Busch Gardens, which is close by, and it's only for roller coasters. There's also Aquatica. There are water parks too that belong to Disney. There are a lot of cool things, but the main ones are those ones that we talked about. So to sum all up, we think that if you have about 12 days, reserve 7 for Orlando, 5 for Miami. If you're crazy about amusement parks, about Disney Magic, focus only on Orlando. Another trip will take you to Miami or stay a few days. If you love the beach, partying, Miami is sensational, but it's very difficult. We always recommend more or less the distribution 60-40, 60% of your time in Orlando and 40% in Miami, but then you adjust according to your day. Of course, your way is the important part. It's all up to you. And here in the video description, I'll leave the links to all the services and tools that we use to plan our trips, which are sensational and will help you plan yours at the best price. There are very good price comparators, travel insurance and car rental that compares the price in all companies and shows you the best price guaranteed. There's a site that sells the Orlando tickets for the best price guaranteed too. It's much cheaper than if you buy them on the spot. You really save money because the parks aren't cheap, but through this site you can save a lot. They're very good. There's also the cell phone chip for you to use the internet there. There's the hotel search engine with a map of the best region in Miami, Orlando, already delimited there that we have already set up for you. Anyway, it's a short list with the best links for you to plan and research your entire trip. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel because that helps us a lot. And don't forget to watch the videos on how to save a lot on your trip to Miami and the video on how to save a lot on your trip to Orlando. It's a complete video that we made of each destination with step-by-step instructions for you to set up your whole trip from beginning to the end using the best services, tools, and saving a lot of money. You will travel much cheaper and only with quality services and stuff. So I'll leave these 2 videos here on the side, and there's also the other videos for you to watch. And that's it. I hope you have enjoyed the videos and have nice trips.